Alright, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today, man, we're gonna be, I guess, doing an update to this whole Pokimane cookie controversy or whatever, right? I made a video about this a few days ago, and I feel like in said video, I tried my best to, like, actually give her the benefit of the doubt, right? Because, I mean, it wasn't like she was getting accused of, like, I don't know, hitting 7 people with her car or something crazy, right? Like, she got accused of basically drop shipping Costco cookies for a way higher price than she should have. Now, I made a video explaining a lot of this whole, I guess, initial situation already, so I don't want to spend 4 minutes, you know, giving you all these details that this other video covers. If you want to know more about that, you can go check that out. There's a lot more of the preliminary stuff, I guess, that I'll be talking about. But before we even really get into this, right, before we even get into the video really in any capacity, I want you guys to see something, okay? I guess we could consider this like a fabled quote, if you will. You know how people think of like Socrates and Shakespeare and all these different people throughout time who've just penned some of the most incredible quotes of all time. So I think we have a new one to add to the list here, and it goes something like, "Capitalism rewards psychopathic behavior." Now, this is from our one and only favorite streamer in the world, the only woman I have a Tier 3 Twitch subscription to, Pokimane herself, right? It's one of those things, man, you just read and like the words just kind of just penetrate your brain differently, man. It's one of those things where it just, you can tell that the person who wrote this is basically like a god amongst men, if you will. So go ahead and keep that little phrase, capitalism rewards psychopathic behavior. Keep that in mind, folks. So Pokimane has, I guess, responded to the entire cookie controversy about her overpricing cookies that she got from Costco on her own brand. And she responded, okay, and the first time around, she actually has 2 different responses, basically. The first response was like, I guess, her more business-friendly, pro-consumer response. She tried to, like, kind of address the claims that, like, you know, she didn't really do anything to the cookie, she didn't change the recipe, she didn't really change anything except pretty much the price and, like, the name of them or whatever. And she tried to, like, you know, oh, we twiddled around with the recipe a little bit, we did this, we did that, yada, 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 you know, trying to excuse why this whole thing happened. And I get that, right? You have to do that in this instance because pretty much everybody was, like, criticizing her for the prices of her cookies and whatnot, right? And, well, I guess that response didn't answer enough questions. It didn't get people to stop talking about it or whatever, because in reality, it was just a bad explanation, right? I mean, this is a woman who took a brand of cookies that was being sold at Costco, right? She took the whole thing, okay? She basically changed the name in the bag of it, right? She didn't change the formula, she didn't change anything except adding vitamin D, which your body makes naturally if you go outside and get sunlight. And then she started charging $7 a fucking bag for these cookies, and people were not really having that. So then we got her, I would say, real response, okay, in the last few hours here. So I'm gonna go ahead and play a clip of her basically addressing the whole thing, like beyond the whole, oh, our recipe's different response or whatever. Go ahead and take a look at this.
When people are like, oh my god, $28 for cookies? It's 4 bags. That's $7 a bag. I know math is hard when you're an idiot, but like, if you're a broke boy, just say so. Anyway.
Alright, so there's 2 things she says here that I kind of want to point out, kind of want to take note of here, because I think that they're pretty important. So the first thing she says that I think is interesting is, she says, I know math is hard when you're an idiot, okay? So she's insulting you for basically asking the price, like, oh, why would you pay fucking $7 a bag for cookies that you could previously buy for like $4 at Costco, right? Just because some YouTuber slapped a fucking new name on them. Apparently, if you ask that question, that means that you're bad at math and you're an idiot, okay? Because it's not $28 for 1 bag, it's $28 for 4 bags. Break that, that's $7 a bag, you know? What, $7 a bag? You couldn't break that math down, you fucking just illiterate moron? You stupid piece of garbage. Oh, and then on top of that too, oh, if you're a broke boy, just say so, man. If you don't want to pay $7 for a bag of cookies, okay? You just say you're fucking poor, dude. You like that government cheese and all those handouts you get down at the food shelter, you soup-eating poor piece of garbage? You're not buying my fucking Pokimane Twitch streamer vitamin D cookies for fucking weirdos? Yeah, for $7 a bag, man? Hey, you're a broke boy, okay? You're broke. How does it feel being in the poorhouse, okay? Eating your fucking Chips Ahoy that you're getting for half the price of my cookies, right? So, I mean, it's just insulting, right? There's no way around it, okay? And there's people automatically defending her. Oh, bro, but what if she was just kidding, you know? What if this was all just a joke? She's not joking, okay? And I know that people want to defend her and they want to give her the benefit of the doubt. Trust me, because I've wanted to do that too. Like I said, with the fucking whole situation that happened the first time when people were calling her out, I wanted to give her the benefit of the doubt. I wanted to be like, yeah, you know, she's a fucking Twitch streamer. She probably doesn't really know what's going on behind the scenes. She has somebody managing this for her, whatever, yada, yada, yada. Nah, man, she knows exactly what she's doing. She's not kidding here, because this is just like, this is what happened after, you know, the first layer of defense didn't work, you know? When she threw out the fucking response where she's like, oh, we tweaked the formula, which, no, they didn't. We added some ingredients. You added vitamin D, which, once again, your body makes for free if you just go out in the sunlight. And, you know, so that's why there was, you know, price increases on the fucking bags of cookies and whatnot. Like, no, that's not why it was. Anyone with a brain can see what happened here, right? Pokimane was like, okay, how can I make more money from people? How can I make some more profit off my business, okay? She went and found a fucking line of cookies that was being sold at Costco, and nobody, you know, knew, I guess, that she did this, but she just white labeled it, okay? She got in contact with the brand or whatever. She took their fucking cookies, she added vitamin D to them, did literally nothing else, put them in her own bags that she made, and then sold them for more than the cookies were in the first place. She didn't fucking tweak any formulas. She did nothing. That's not what happened here at all. I mean, there was a whole breakdown I did in my last video, right, where someone went to the nutrition facts and everything on the Costco cookies and the new cookies, right, and just compared everything down the line, right, like, oh, hey, what happened here? What happened there? You know what I mean? It was literally all identical. Like, the placement of which ingredients went where, everything, the measure, everything was the fucking same. Like, the whole thing was the same. She didn't do anything new. She didn't change anything. She added a fucking vitamin that your body makes for free if you don't sit inside for 22 hours a day. And then she started charging you more because she's a Twitch streamer and she has an established brand. That's what happened, okay? So no, the people who are like trying to defend it, like, oh, she, you know, she's just making a joke. She just didn't know how to respond. Like, that's not how business works, bro, okay? You want to launch a new brand? You want to be taken seriously in the fucking consumer industry? Maybe stop cracking jokes when people are bringing up legitimate critiques of your product, you know what I mean? Especially ones that are meant to just, like, devalue your customers. And that's what's really insane, because, like, that's who she's insulting. She's not fucking insulting just anyone and everyone, right? She's insulting people who would be prospective customers of her business, right? Like me, for instance, okay? I'm not a broke boy, okay? I don't really need to fucking defend my pride in a YouTube video or whatever, right? But objectively, I'm not a broke boy, okay? So even with that being said, I'm not paying $7 for a bag of cookies. I don't care if Jesus Christ himself fucking blessed the cookies with the touch of God. I don't care if Margaret Robbie fucking spit in the batter before they were baked. I'm not worried about that. I'm not paying $7 for fucking Costco cookies. I'm not doing it. And no one with a brain is going to be doing it either. And that's been the whole point of this whole thing. And then, of course, you know, when she realizes, like, oh, I couldn't lie to everybody about changing the formula, and I couldn't lie to everybody about me basically just taking Costco cookies and reselling them, so fuck it, let's just insult them, man. Which it's actually, I will say for her, a better response than typical, because the, like, I guess, genuinely, I'm more shocked that she didn't immediately spin this into her being the victim, right? Because typically how this kind of shit goes with Pokimane is she gets criticized rightfully for doing something stupid or just fucking ridiculous, and then she just accuses everybody who's critiquing her of being sexist, you know? It's just hard being a woman in the industry, you know what I mean? I can't sell Costco cookies at 3 times the markup value without people calling me a fucking sleazy salesman. It's hard being a woman in this industry, man. I'm surprised that wasn't the response here. So, I mean, at least she's realized that that card stopped fucking working for her. I don't know, but this just wasn't the move, bro. I'm sorry. Like, it really doesn't matter how much money you have. Like, one thing I've learned, right? Because, like, I mean, I didn't grow up with fucking just disposable income everywhere to just fuck with. I probably grew up a lot like a lot of you did, right? You know, I grew up going to the grocery store with my dad at fucking Save-A-Lot, and he'd pick up 2 different cans of soup, and he'd show me, hey, this one's fucking 98 cents, this one's 89 cents, this one has more soup in the can, you get more value, right? Like, my parents actually fucking taught me a little bit of fiscal responsibility and taught me to not be a complete moron that just buys anything. And so I guess because, you know, I have the life skill of not being a complete fucking idiot who can be sold anything by anyone for any reason, apparently that makes you a broke boy and it makes you incapable of doing math. So since Pokimane wants to do some really quick math and she wants to talk about some fucking mathematics proficiency here, I decided let's break down some numbers for her real quick. So she's charging you $7 for a 4-ounce bag of cookies, okay? $7 for a 4-ounce bag of cookies. If you go to Walmart.com, okay, this is my prices, all right? Anyway, if you go to Walmart.com, you can get 13 ounces of Oreo cookies right now and go pick them up from the store 6 minutes away from your house for the whopping price of $4, okay? So, once again, we're doing some fucking math here, right? We're breaking down some figures here since, you know, we're all stupid. We don't know how to do any fucking math, right, man? 4 ounces of cookies for $7 or 13.5 ounces of cookies for $4. So, I mean, you can get 3 times, actually a little bit more, over 3 times the amount of cookies for half the price, and I'm willing to put money on it, those Oreos probably taste better. Let's be real. I've never seen any cookie connoisseur turn down a fucking Oreo a day in my life, okay? It just like, once again, make it make some fucking sense, right? Like, you can go get exponentially more better cookies from a name brand for half the price, or you can buy marked up Costco cookies from a woman on the internet. Yeah, I mean, once again, you guys are just broke and stupid. You can't do math. And of course, the tier 3 simps are going to come out of the Optimus. Oh, I'm sad because you haven't even mentioned the most important part of my queen's cookies. They're health conscious. Okay, they're health conscious. So, first and foremost, health conscious cookies is an oxymoron, okay? That's like saying I want to get the least lethal pistol for self-defense, okay? I want to get a car with no engine, you know what I mean? Give me an airplane without the fucking wings while we're at it here. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not eating cookies because, like, I'm being health conscious, okay? That's already mistake number 1. You're already targeting a very, very niche audience of people with a bad product in what they're considering for a ridiculous price. When people are eating cookies, they're not eating them because I gotta get my vitamin D in, man. If I don't get my vitamin D in, I won't feel right. I don't know how many times I have to stress this, and I know a lot of Pokimane fans don't know this probably, but you don't have to buy cookies with vitamin D, bro. If you need vitamin D, go out in the fucking sun. That is the part that is crazy to me. The vitamin D is being actually marketed as like some sort of fucking like huge benefit to these cookies, when it is something that your body will make for free if you just go the fuck outside. In the time it takes for you to walk to the corner store and buy a pack of Oreos, you will get more vitamin D out of doing that to go get better cookies than you will out of eating a bag of Pokimane's fucking Costco cookies. But of course, you know, by not purchasing her cookies, you have admitted to the world that you are not only poor, but you also can't do math. So, I don't know, dude. It's one of those things where I try to give her the benefit of the doubt. I try to be like, you know, maybe she's just stupid. Maybe she's just fucking actually that dumb, and she just talks without knowing what she's talking about. But no, dude. At a certain point, that excuse doesn't really fly anymore. It's just fucking ridiculous. I mean, way to just make everybody actually hate your brand, like right at launch. I mean, really incredible, because like for me personally, I know a lot of people, they don't buy YouTuber merch or whatnot. I am very supportive of other creators, you know. If you're a good creator that I enjoy, even if you're not a creator that I like go out of my way to watch, man, if you have like a legitimate product or a good business idea or concept, I will go out of my way to support your brand because, you know, you're at least trying something new or you're trying to make a good product. But I'm not going to support people who are producing inferior products to what's on the market for worse prices and then insult the people who would be prospective customers because they don't want to buy a fucking ripoff. Like, really makes you wonder, like, where she got her fucking business degree from or whatever here. So anyway, man, that's really all I gotta say about this. With that being said, thank you guys for watching. Hey, if you did enjoy, man, make sure to leave a like or subscribe. If you can't click that button down below, I just want to let you know your family's poor and you're a bunch of fucking nobodies. Make sure to follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at @SubTheOptimus. Make sure to check out Shoptimus down below. If you don't go empty out the store with your debit card, you're poor. And honestly, before I even give the outro, let me go ahead and give a good piece of advice to all my fellow creators, okay? If you're lucky enough to become a multi-millionaire who will never have to work a day of your life again in a fucking factory or anything because you're a woman on the internet who plays video games with a fucking webcam, don't insult the people who make your livelihood for no reason because, you know, they call you out on your bullshit or they have legitimate qualms or critiques about you. It's just corny, man. Like, this was not a joke. This was not a reason for her to say this. It's pathetic. So, with that being said, until my next video, this is Optimus, not being poor and knowing how to do math, and still not getting these cookies, and signing out.